Greetings, I am John Bertolini, and this is my game Prosperity. Prosperity here is a medium-weight tableau building and resource management game with a focus on building combos and leveraging the unique sovereign card mechanism here. In the game, you'll play as a leader of a faction in the burgeoning town of New Prosperity. You're competing against the factions of your rival players to wow the populace with your ability to solve the many challenges facing the town. The challenges are represented by challenge cards, like this one here. You might have to write heroic ballads, and if you can do that, you will be rewarded with some victory points, and you'll also increase the prosperity of the town in general by 2. There's also tertiary rewards, in this case the player 1 token. Now, to complete the challenges, you need to have the right amount of power in your town. There's 4 types of power: cultural power, economic power, military power, and then also scientific power. So you're completing these challenges as your ultimate goal and your fastest way to score victory points. You do so primarily by building buildings such as the tavern, like this tavern in your town. When you build that, you pay the cost and plop it down, and then you're going to fill it with workers. And say you fill this with 2 workers, that means 2 power of the cultural type, because the tavern is a cultural building. So that 2 would be enough to help you get to that requirement. Now there's other requirements, of course. You'd need a combination of buildings, or you'd have to get the power other ways. Sometimes you can make trades or make alliances with the other players, or you can use these favor tokens, turn that in, and sort of borrow it from another player. Now the way these sovereign tokens work, you start with 3 of them, and they start on the favor side up, but they're useless to you. You can only use other people's favor tokens. So you might initiate a trade so that you can get somebody else's favor token, and then when you turn it back into them, then you can activate some of the abilities. So you can borrow power or whatever. Also, if, say, you possess like that, you can both flip them over to form an alliance, and then you can station workers as ambassadors, which will unlock additional powers that you can use. So trading and sovereign cards and the favors and alliances are very powerful. The winner of the game will be the player with the most victory points. As I said, you get victory points from completing challenges and also from hidden goals. The goals are unique to yourself, and they have requirements, so they'll give you a little boost at the end of the game. And they're hidden, so nobody knows what you're doing. You also get a roll card, which will give you a unique sort of ability that you can use throughout the game, and also start you off with a little bit of permanent power. Those are face up, so everybody can see what you're doing with your roll. So every round, you're hopefully building up your tableau, you're opening up more options and using more combos, but the ultimate goal is to give yourself some victory points. As you do, you'll advance. As you also complete challenges, this here prosperity token will move, and everybody will be advancing the total prosperity of the town. When that crosses this line here, the threshold, for 2 players, it's 18. Once it crosses, the game is immediately over, and so that's when you tally up your total VP that you already have, plus your hidden VPs and such too. So again, highest victory points at the end is the ultimate winner. So a typical round of Prosperity starts with a simple open-face draft. The action cards will be put out in a row, and then you'll go in turn order, get to choose one, add it to your hand, and then other people will choose also. So very simple, everybody sort of does that just in turn. The second part of the round is the assignment phase, which is when you put your workers into your buildings. Everybody does that simultaneously to save time. Third part of the phase is the collection phase, where you get extra coins. You get 1 coin for every worker that you have in a building. Again, everybody does that at the same time. The fourth phase is the main phase. You do that on your own, each person, again, in turn. And that's when you pull off your combos and you play your buildings and you can buy new workers, etc. And then finally, the cleanup phase is when new challenges will pop out. So everything is always moving. Hope you like Prosperity. That is a quick rundown. Happy playing.